Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Passports, Profits, and Pixie Dust show, the show where I talk to you, my favorite women entrepreneurs. Men are okay too. And and I share with you what's really working right now in my business, what's really working that I think will help your business. And so we're going to dive in today with something that is very time specific, and that is how to sell this holiday season with holiday offers that feel magical and is not sleazy, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of sleaze that can happen, and we're not being Grinches. We are being the Santa Clauses. So, welcome back to the show. You know that feeling like you don't want to come across as pushy or salesy or sleazy while everyone else is drinking their cocoa and caroling and watching their Hallmark Christmas movies. Yes? So here's the truth. People are already in buying mode, obviously, because we're less than, I don't know. I actually don't know the exact date this is going to air, so I'm not going to say exactly, but we are most likely less than 1 month until Christmas or that sort of season where we are given all the gifts. So people are wanting to give gifts. They want to give experiences as well, and they're looking for ways to make their lives easier, and that is where we come in. So I'm going to share today how to create holiday offers that feel magical instead of manipulative and inspired by the way Disney makes us feel when we open our wallets with a smile. We are glad to give Disney our money, right? So let's think about it. When Disney releases limited edition holiday popcorn buckets, for example, spirit jerseys or Mickey shaped treats or their like Christmas party treats or their seasonal treats. I don't know about you, but I'm always like looking at the pictures and like, oh my gosh, right? People are lining up and they're thrilled to do it. Why? Because Disney doesn't sell with sleaze. They sell with stories. They sell with magic. They sell with emotion. And we get to do that too. Like there's no reason we can't. So I'm going to give you, let me look, 5 tips. Tip number 1, wrap your offers like a gift. So, for example, every holiday season, Disney merch feels like a collector's item. There's packaging, there's special theming, their branding has changed slightly. Even their shopping bags can feel festive. Like they have those reusable shopping bags that you can get, and there's always some sort of holiday themed one. Position your offer as a gift. It could be for a client or for someone that they love. Add some holiday branding, add some sort of bonus, add some fun packaging. Even digital services can be framed as a gift of time, as a gift of peace of mind, as a gift of freedom. It is all about how we convey what people are going to get as their transformation at the end. So maybe we get to tweak that transformation a little bit that holiday season, tweak your messaging, tweak your wording, the content that you're creating around it to get that point across. Tip number 2, lead with value, not scarcity. And this is a huge one for me. Scarcity can work, right? And it does work, especially if there's like a 24-hour only bonus or a pay in full bonus. Like I'm all about a good bonus. So to go with our Disney example, when Disney sells special party tickets, it's about the experience, right? They're not, and they do say, there's a limited quantity available. And when they're sold out, they're sold out. And we all know because they sell out every year. Like I just saw a post that they just sold out for the season. So they, though, are not, while they do mention it, that is not the leading driver in their campaign, right? They are highlighting the different experiences that you get when you come to the party, and there you get to see like the pictures of everyone so happy and smiling, and they have something new and you want the new thing because there's always something new. That's why we go back to the party year after year after year. So instead of scaring people into buying, this deal goes away forever tonight at midnight. Show them how your offer is going to genuinely make their holiday brighter, easier, more magical. So, for example, give yourself the gift of a stress-free business this holiday season by joining my mastermind right now, right? By joining the Social Sales Society, because you're not going to need to be worrying about your business over the holidays because you know exactly that you have your place to fall into as soon as January 1 falls around. For example, that's my messaging. Versus doors closed in 24 hours, you're never going to be able to get in again. Right. Like how does that make you feel? Right. It doesn't make you feel really, really great. And it stresses me out, to be completely honest. Okay, tip number 3, tell a holiday story. People love stories. Stories sell, stories sell, stories sell. Holiday example with Disney. They have holiday parades. They have their castle lighting ceremonies. It changes a little bit different for the different parties that they have. And everything in the parade, on the castle, the like the show that they have up there, everything tells a heartwarming story, right? Their rides tell a story. Everything has a story behind it, whether it's in the queue, the ride itself, or usually both. There is a storyline, there's a story involved. What we can do and how we can show this in our business is to share the story behind your own holiday offer. Why does it matter now that people buy this now? Maybe you created it because you know how overwhelming December can be. That is why, for example, I did my 2026 planning party the beginning of November, because I know that my ideal client is most likely very similar to me, and I don't want to be stressed out about this in December. I got enough stuff going on. I want to know right now what I'm going to be doing next year, so that as I'm making decisions between now and December 31st, I know what I have to say yes to, and I know what I get to say no to, because it's not on my plan for next year, right? So this was part of my messaging for that, for example. So maybe this is going to be like your way of giving back. I don't know for you, but stories connect, and the sleaziness, it's repelling, right? So let's tell more stories. Tell more stories. Be more personal. Let people get to know you and know your heart and know how much you really, really want to help them and serve them. Tip number 4, create limited time magic. Notice I didn't say like 24 hours and like the world explodes, right? Limited time magic. So, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, it only happens November and December, right? The Festival of the Holidays at Epcot only happens November and December. They have candlelight processionals with celebrity guests, only happens certain, even, like all of that, only November, December. It's a very short amount of time. Where can you add a seasonal bonus, a bundle, an event in there? The key is to make it about happiness and making something like easier, more wonderful for people, not pressuring people. So for example, this month only, I'm adding a holiday bonus call where we'll map out your new year strategy. Gosh, talking is hard, friends. But we're going to map this out together, right? That is a bonus that I love to give when I can, because I know that one-on-one time with me can be like the time where we can finally get down, or like I'm able to see exactly what your hesitation is, or exactly the thing that's holding you back, and it might not even be the thing that you knew you needed help with, right? So I love doing those one-on-one calls with people, and I love giving those as a bonus when I can. Obviously, one-on-ones are not something that I offer all the time anymore, just due to time. And then the second best thing is going to be the Social Sales Society. I have too many S's. I have too much alliteration. I love my alliteration. The Social Sales Society, which is my mastermind. So that is where I get to work with people, and add that magicalness to my offers is that lifetime with people. And tip number 5, make it about them. Disney characters make guests feel like the star of the show, even in a crowd of 1,000 people, right? You wait your time, and then when you get up there, they're only interacting with you. They're not like distracted, like walking off other places. They give you your time. How can you do that with your clients? Shift your messaging about what you want to what they need. So instead of thinking like, I really want to sell 10 of these, let's start thinking, how can this package truly make my client's holiday season even better? How can I really improve people's lives? What do they need from me? And let's offer it. Let's tell the story around that. Let's point those things out to people so that we are, I hate to keep saying like making everything feel more magical, but we're making everything feel more magical to ourselves. Like we're not in our head about how much we don't want to sell things, because we are excited to sell it, because we are making people's lives better and easier, more fun, etc. So I'm going to wrap these up. One was wrap your offers like a gift. Where can you like be fun and, jazz up your holiday branding a little bit, make things a little bit different. Tip 2, lead with value, not scarcity. So this is just like a messaging shift. Tip 3, tell your stories. Tell a holiday story. Tell your stories, connect with your people. Tip 4, create limited time magic. Adding in your bundle, your bonus, your event. Where can we get a good upsell in there? This is like a bonus tip in there, I guess. But one thing that I always did for my network marketing business is I found out my average sale amount was around, I think it was $42, was usually what people spent with me. So I would run bonuses all the time where if you spent $50, I sent you something free. And that really upped my cart value a ton because the way our products were priced, like it was very hard just to get a $50 cart. Like most times people would end up with like a 58 or even like a $74 cart, which really was almost double of a $42 cart, right? And then tip number 5, make it about them. And this is a tip, like all these really honestly are tips year round, but make it a tip or make it about them. Make your business about the people, right? Not necessarily about us. So here's my holiday challenge for you. Look at your offers. Ask yourself, do they feel like a gift or do they feel like a push? Is there scarcity behind them or is there abundance behind them? And what's one thing you can do this week to add a sprinkle of magic so your clients can't wait to say yes to you? If you want help creating your content and your offers that sell without the sleaze, the Social Sales Studio is where you need to be. The doors are also open to the Social Sales Society, which has everything from the Social Sales Studio, plus 2 group coaching calls with me every month. So it's essentially my mastermind combined with the studio. 2 group coaching calls. We meet on Mondays, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's currently what it is. That time, those days might change if I'm traveling or something like that, but that's what we do. And then you're also getting access to the Purpose to Profits Dream Business Academy that has over 80 modules, not modules, 80 lessons, 80 lessons of different any business strategy that you would want is in those modules. And if it's not, then let me know and I will create it for you. So you get that as well. You get access to that as well, as long as you are a society member. So get into the one that makes the most sense for you. If you have a question, you want to know which one makes the most sense for you, just send me an email or a DM. I'll be sure to help you with that. Link is in the show notes. As always, go check it out and let's make your holiday sales merry and magical and more profitable. Create and own your magic friend.